Welcome back to the Future of Real Estate. I'm Brett Ellis of the Ellis team at RE/MAX Realty Group. By the way, for our radio show listeners, this is the last week we're going to be on the radio show. We have converted this show due to technology and requests from our listeners. We are taking this show over to the internet, so it's all 100% video. And the benefit of that is we have great guests like we have on today. We can actually show you what we're talking about. We make the show come alive. Later on in the show, we're going to have some graphs and stuff. We're going to be able to show you exactly what we're showing. And it's also, I think, kind of good to kind of see the people you're listening to and whatnot. A lot of people like that. And in this day and age, there's no reason not to. Seems like every show is kind of going more and more to video, and it's probably going to be the future of society, and we definitely think it's the future of real estate. So anyway, today our guest is Jack Frost, apropos the day after Christmas. And if we have you back again, we're not going to be able to say that, are we?
Well, I'll still be Jack Frost.
You'll still be Jack Frost. It might not be the day after Christmas, though. So take us through some more on this Chinese drywall, and maybe share with us some pictures and stuff.
Sure.
Some results.
As you've seen before, you run into a lot of different circumstances here. You run into some houses that you walk in and it smells very highly of sulfur, and of course, and then you suspect Chinese drywall and you find it there. You run into other houses that are cool and you find no Chinese drywall. But here's a particular one I'd like to show you that we ran into. All of the classic symptoms are there. It's got the high vac coils, which are black. You can look at all of the black and copper. You can look in one of those is the picture of in the upper right hand corner is the picture of the shower stall. Even the pipes were corroded beyond belief.
So most people would say that's definitely a Chinese drywall house.
Yes. So I took my X-ray gun and went in and checked the whole house, and I was even surprised. I didn't find a single piece of Chinese drywall in the house, only to find out that this was a meth cooking house.
A crystal meth.
Crystal meth, yes. And I've run into 2 or 3 of those now, and the same symptoms there. It apparently puts off a chemical which is very corrosive, and it looks just like Chinese drywall.
I've heard that's not very good for your health either.
I don't think it is, no.
And you're lucky, because if they had a lab in there, those things can blow up and take a city block with them.
Yeah. Fortunately, the lab was already gone, and the new owners had come into the house, and we found out later on that it had been a prior meth cooking house.
Wow. Sometimes we get some listings, especially a few of the bank foreclosures. We find out we've had one that I know of that was a grow house, but not too often. So what else we got?
Let me just tell you one other thing too. Is a lot of people are talking about. Well, let's talk about domestic drywall, which is made by National Gypsum and Grid Marks and some of those, which is good domestic drywall. And the other thing is let's talk Chinese drywall. But there's a drywall out there that is made or comes in from other places, which also can be tainted drywall as well. And I'm showing a picture here. You can see this is one which I've not been able to really identify. It's called North Armendariz. Don't actually know where it comes from, but I found a lot of drywall that comes from Latin America, some from Canada, some of it good, some of it bad. So without a true scientific test, you really don't know what you're getting.
It's all drywall. We've got about 2 minutes left.
Yep.
How much does it cost? Let's say a homeowner, they're not even selling their home, but they want to have their home tested for peace of mind. What does it cost to test a home?
Well, depending on the size of the home, it's between $300 and $500.
Okay. What were you going to ask?
I was going to ask, is all drywall made the same way?
No, there are 3 ways you can make drywall. One is the old way, which is mining from gypsum, which comes out of the ground. The second way is a desulfurization process, which is called fly ash, which is made from these coal-burning power plants, and a lot of drywall is made that way. And the third way is recycled, and we run into all 3 kinds.
Is crystal meth made the same way?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
Even though I'm a scientist, Brett, I'm a biochemist by education, I still don't know how crystal meth is made.
You can probably go on the internet and find out or something if you really cared.
I'm sure.
But so we got about a minute left. Anything else we need to know? How would people get a hold of you again? Say it's for a sale or just for their own peace of mind. What's your phone number again?
Oh, sure. Our company's called Drywall Science, and our phone number is 727-224-9704. We're located in Fort Myers and in Pinellas County in St. Petersburg.
Great. And don't forget, this is the last week this radio show is going to be on the radio. We are converting this show so we can bring you guests like this. Very informative guests, I must say, and show you specific examples of how the drywall gun works and how the results work and some of the graphs. Later on in the show, in the second half hour, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned because we are going to share some of the graphs that we put in the news press today about November sales and setting records and whatnot. Just a lot of good stuff. You've been watching and listening The Future of Real Estate presented by the Ellis team at RE/MAX. Our website is topagent.com. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.